Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Austin Bats and our home team. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he... All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Bats and our home team. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run. Back here, this second, it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Blue. Come on, ready. Red, up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch 2. Blue. Hey, 18. Hey, gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
McKinnon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, gotta go.
Toss play to McKinnon. He'll get 3 up to midfield. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Henry's got it out on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A first down carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Ready.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. On the handoff, it's Geis. Finding room to the 20. And he cuts it right sideline. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're simply playing back on your heels, and that's not going to
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They run it with McKinnon, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
Move. Hands up. Hey, 18.
Play action. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, gotta go.
Now McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, 18. Red up. Red up. Hey, gotta go. 18. Red up. What?
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, gotta go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Gotta go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Let's go now.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A handoff to Penny. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Winston now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted, instead down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete as well.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half?
Because tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
We're go, let's go. Advance up. Up. 180. Up.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Penny. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and still the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Set up! 180! There you go. You see it? You see it?
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Red, up! Hey, gotta go.
Here again is McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little... Because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Gotta go.
Back now in San Antonio. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
We got. You see it?
They run once more with McKinnon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Red, up. 18.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Looking right side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Red, up. Hey, gotta go.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Set up. 180. Red, up. Red, up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Let's go. Let's go. We go. You see it? Hey, 18. Red, up.
Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
18.
He's back to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now a run with Geis. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Geis, and he'll get nothing out of that one. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Move, move, move. Move, move, move.
He'll look to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Red, up. Red, up. Hey, gotta go.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.